Hey everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I hope that it's a time of blessings for you. But I'll admit, I've been watching a little too much news, and I'm seeing that there are a lot of things that can seemingly rip our families and our celebration apart. So I just like to offer a few thoughts to make sure that your holidays are truly holy days. And I know that Thanksgiving isn't really a religious or a spiritual celebration for Americans, but in a way it is if you understand the spirit of what Thanksgiving was all about. It was a time to celebrate the fruits of the harvest and also to make sure that we know who our neighbors are and that we do what we can to care for them. It's also certainly an opportunity just to give thanks. This attitude of gratitude can certainly help mitigate all of the complaining that we sometimes hear and experience. So, here's an idea. If you really want to make the celebration of Thanksgiving a special one, make sure that you do bring a little bit of God or a lot of God into it by saying that grace before meals.com, but also taking time with it so it's not so awkward or it's not so forced. And maybe what we need to do is to keep practicing our grace before meals every day and not just one day a year. And I know that there are forces out there that want to kind of make us not so happy with our families, especially because of politics. And there are some people who say, don't talk about politics, sports, or religion at the dinner table. And I say, no, go for it. Just make sure you know how to speak about things properly and charitably, and also when to stop. Because after a while, we realize that we're talking about things that we have no control over. So here's some perspective when it comes to the politics. If we're going to get into a big discussion, realize that there is not one president of the United States history that was in any way perfect. Some are going to be better or worse than others, but no president has to have the authority over you in such a way that you can't live a joyful life because there is a president in place that you don't like. Don't become a victim. That's useless. And more importantly, it just shows your weakness. So get stronger, even if you have disagreements with people politically, and be confident that not one person or one politician has the power to rip your family apart. Just think about that. The power structures, it all goes to God. And God doesn't want to rip your family apart. God wants to keep your family together. So put God as your official leader, your commander-in-chief, so to speak. The second thing is, if you are going to talk about politics, the name-calling and the protesting and the kind of obtuseness, that doesn't help anybody. So here's what you do. If you're going to talk politics, get practical. Start asking questions like, what can I do in my state of life to bridge the political divide? We sometimes think too far in advance and we can't run unless we take these baby steps. And some of these baby steps are, let's just meet people who have different political opinions and be peaceful with them. There is no need to make a disagreement the source of a divorce or a division that can't be healed. So start getting practical with the ways that you think this country can get better. And then the final thought for me is just simply to make sure that we do count our blessings. There are more blessings than challenges, for sure. But even if you're going through some challenges, I know some people who have such a healthy, grateful attitude that even though one of them is struggling with cancer, you know what this person said? But I'm grateful that I have a family that takes care of me. I'm grateful that I am able to at least do the little things. And I'm grateful to have even just these precious moments in life. This attitude of being grateful is why we as Catholics and Christians in general take very seriously the act of thanksgiving that Jesus gave to us on the night before he died, where he offered us the Eucharist. And the word Eucharist means thanksgiving. So for me as a Catholic and also me as the cooking priest, I am so grateful that our country still celebrates Thanksgiving, and I hope that it becomes a feast to feed you body, mind, and soul. God bless you, your family, and may the blessings be not just on the table, but definitely from the people around it.